All right, friends, if you have an HVAC project coming up and you're thinking about doing some sheet metal yourself, or you're thinking about actually getting into the trade, this video is for you. Master mechanical contractor Travis Brungard is going to walk you through the 5 essential tools plus all the accessories you need to have a good toolkit to work that sheet metal and make some fantastic ductwork. With that being said, today's build show, 5 tools you gotta have. Let's get going.
Hi, I'm Travis Brungard, and this week I want to talk to you about the essential tools to keep on your truck or in your kit so that you can manipulate ductwork. I'm a big fan of keeping things organized. I like to have everything compact and at hand. So I keep my entire kit in a small Milwaukee parts organizer. And I do have a couple of things that won't fit. I have an 18-inch and 24-inch folding tool, but for the most part, everything that I need is in this box. And there's no reason why you need to have every single thing in here, but there are 5 things that I think if you don't have them, you're going to be in trouble at one point or another. Let's open this up and have a look. So what I want to start by showing you is that everything just sort of lays in on itself for pretty easy organization and pretty quick at hand. Essentially, the only wasted space in there is the big box of wood screws that I keep, just because invariably there'll be something that needs to be hung, and I've got some strap in there that I can use the wood screws for, but everything else is very efficient. Obviously, we always want to start with safety, so we've got our glasses and gloves. I'm not counting those in the 5. Where the 5 begins is with a set of snips. This is job 1. If you're going to be cutting metal, you've got to have a good set of snips. They make lefts, they make rights, they make offsets. You can use all those different specialty tools and use them well, provided you don't abuse them. So if you're cutting Simpson strap, maybe don't use your nice snips for that. If you're going to hammer something, go ahead and use a hammer, not your snips. Your snips will stay sharper longer. So that's number 1 for me. Number 2 might be a little bit weird for some of you, but if you do a bunch of ductwork, you've probably already got a set of these. These are hand seamers, and they are a very specialized crimping tool in that you would not use these for really anything that wasn't metalwork. You know, like I know a lot of framers that have a set of linemen's on their bag, but they don't have a set of hand seamers. So that's what I mean by specialized. If you're in ductwork, you've got bunches of these. And in fact, I have bunches of these because they make different sizes. I've got a 6-inch set, got the 3-inch set, and then of course we've got our 45 degree. But in terms of those 5 essentials, remember a set of hand seamers and a set of snips. We're at 2. If you're going to do any round pipe, you're going to have to do crimped fittings. You're going to have to make that male end to slide into the female section of ductwork. And so you need a set of crimpers that allow you to go around the edge. Now they make a fancy motorized one, or really I should say, they make one that's designed to integrate into your drill as a tip, and it goes around very quickly. If you do a lot of ductwork, you will probably want that one. If you do occasional renovation, we're up to 3 now with your crimping tool. And if we're doing round pipe, this one's kind of fancy. You got to have the Malco adjustable hole cutter. The Malco adjustable hole cutter may seem super specialty, but if you do more than 2 round cuts on a single job, it pays for itself because it is exactly what it says it is. It's an adjustable hole cutter. So it's got a gauge on the bottom here, of course measured in fractions of an inch, with an adjustable nut so that you can locate the center point of your hole, and then those dimensions are allowing you distance between the cutting bit. So I have it connected to my 90 degree M12. Certainly you could connect it to any sort of drill. You wouldn't be able to, it doesn't have a 1/4 inch base on it, so you can't just plug it into your impact. You do need to use it with a chucked drill, but it allows you to drill a hole in the side of the ductwork at the center point of your circle, set your diameter of your circle, which I guess you'd actually be setting your radius, half the circle, to create the full diameter. But after you drill that initial hole in the center, you stab the set point into that location, and then you begin your work going around to make your circle. And this is super efficient if you're going to do any round takeoffs anywhere. You need this tool.